Now to a Fox 61 exclusive. A Meriden police officer is charged with assault after a violent road rage incident caught on camera.
Fox 61, the only station to obtain both the citizen dash cam and police body cam video. Fox 61's Matt Caron went to the Meriden Police Department in search of answers. He joins us now live with what he discovered. Matt.
Well, despite this incident occurring back in December, it only came to light now thanks to a Freedom of Information Act request and a tip. Investigators say the video shows an off-duty Meriden police officer with more than 20 years of law enforcement experience reaching into a citizen's vehicle and punching him in the face.
He's not going to try to make this into some type of major thing.
December 8th, 2023, 37-year-old Thomas Brocuglio was driving his company vehicle with the dash camera on as he approached a red light at the intersection of France Street and Cromwell Ave in Rocky Hill.
What are we doing, kid? What are you doing?
The truck he was honking at was being driven by 57-year-old off-duty Meriden Police Corporal Alan Ganter.
Wait all day.
That's when Ganter got out of his truck, flashed his badge, and approached Brocuglio.
Right on red. Really? Where does it say that? It says stop here on red.
Corporal Ganter began taking pictures of Brocuglio's license plates. Brocuglio accused Ganter of being on his phone as the confrontation escalated.
I saw you looking down doing everything else. I know. I was moving something in my bag.
Ganter then threatens to give Brocuglio a ticket and call his supervisor.
Sure, sounds good. Let me get your badge number. You want to get arrested? You're going to get arrested for assault on a civilian.
Ganter drove away as Brocuglio placed a call to Rocky Hill Police.
Rocky Hill now, the officer emergency.
Yeah, I was just assaulted by a police officer who punched me in the face through my window.
Rocky Hill Police responded and generated this incident report, saying the punch left Brocuglio dazed and possibly concussed. Rocky Hill Police made contact with Ganter at his residence. The interaction on body camera.
Is he pressing charges against me? Like for breach?
Yes.
Because I yelled at him and stuff?
For assault, because you hit him.
Saying that I hit him.
And he has video that you hit him.
Then Ganter asks officers if he can charge Brocuglio.
And there's nothing writing pressed for breach of peace for him yelling at me, whatever it is.
Ultimately, Ganter, who is a school resource officer for the Thomas Edison Middle School, was charged with breach of peace and assault. I'm Matt Caron with Fox 61 News. Okay. We'd like to talk to somebody about Officer Alan Ganter punching a civilian in the face. We were told someone from Internal Affairs would speak to us, then told no one was available.
No one's available to come out.
Meriden Police did send Fox 61 a statement saying an Internal Affairs investigation determined Ganter did violate the Meriden Police Department's rules of conduct, and as a result was suspended for 5 days without pay and will be required to attend de-escalation training for 3 consecutive years. And after issuing that statement, the Meriden Police did also say they would not be addressing this issue any further, nor would they be making anyone available for an on-camera interview.
Top of the morning, everyone. So you guys may have seen this video going viral across your timeline, man. And so hard to hold police accountable for what they do. That's the problem. I always say there's not all bad cops out there. There truly is good cops. But the bad cops get away with what they do. I mean, you guys saw that there. This guy, violent, aggressive, road rage. I don't know what it is with road rage, man. Road rage really brings it up out of people. I'm like, hey, you can go first. I'll wait. I'll wait all day. When we're flying around in traffic, people are doing the race car driver lane switching ish. I'm falling back, you know, because you know what typically happens. We're going to end up at the same red light together anyways. And I just want to be safe. I don't speed. I don't want no drama, no accidents. It is what it is. But really, I struggle with a lot of things in life, road rage and all that. Not so much. I know that's tough for a lot of people out there. Like, comment, everyone. What is it? Does it get your blood boiling in situations like that? But this cop, flat out, who works at a school, nonetheless, he's the resource cop working with the youth. And he's a violent dude. He got pissed off because he said, dude, you were on your phone, make the right on red. He says, I was getting something out of my bag. And that infuriated him to the point, you see, he socked him right in the face. Now you talk about road rage. that guy must have been full with rage, unless, you know, he's just soft. I'm like not trying to talk it. Some people are just soft when it comes to that moment. You get jabbed in the mouth. Some individuals ready to fight back, ready to turn up. Let's get it. Let's throw down. Some want to tuck their tail, turn, and go the other way. Or some might say that's being a bigger person. Turn the other cheek like Jesus in the Bible. But seriously, the look on that guy's face, I mean, he did the right thing, obviously. Whether he's soft or he's not soft, whether he's ready to fight in that situation, fighting a cop would have did him no good. And you could see he just couldn't even believe it, didn't even know what to do. I mean, what a crazy situation. But the cop shows that he's violent. Then when the police catch up with him, he shows that he's a liar. He says, oh, what, he wants to press charge. I mean, what do you say, guys? He says something like, for breaching a peace or something because I yelled at him. He said, no, because you punched him in the face. He says, I punched him. He's got video, you punched him. You were caught on cam. Like, come on, man, you know what it is. And that's the problem with crooked-ass cops, you know, who break the law or lie or cheat. Whatever they do, you know, some might say, come on, Coffee, you're calling him crooked. He wasn't out here selling dope in the streets. Well, he's corrupt. He's breaking the rules. He's lying, trying to cover up the wrong that he did. And it just shows you he's a dishonest, violent dude. But when it's all said and done, what happened? He got suspended without pay, had to do a bunch of counseling, and that's about it, really. And that's where the problem falls in line so often with police. This is what I always say when it comes to cops who break the law, cops who get in trouble. And yes, this is breaking the law. You know what I mean? Me or you do this, an everyday person, we could do jail time over this. This would be a big deal, but this cop did it. And I don't know exactly how it played out with court. As you see, there was officially charges pressed and everything. But as far as with the department, he got counseling and reprimanded. And then on top of it, the police basically are saying, hey, we dealt with it. We're not talking about this no more. We're not sending anyone for comment. You get this BS statement from us. You know, here's this cop who is violent, hits civilians, lies about it, and we got him working with the youth. And that's that. He's got to go to counseling. He missed a week of work without pay. End of story. You know what I mean? That's where the problem lies. Cops that, again, break the law, break the rules, lie, can't be trusted. It's so hard to get them in any trouble. In the wild situations where you see police officers doing time, going to prison, you know how many situations happened or how many warnings there was or how many attempts to cover it up it was before that happened? Half the time these dudes, if things is really getting tricky, the temperature's rising, you know, something might be done about the bullish they've been doing. Very often they try to, hey, we'll force them into retirement, or we'll have them resign from this department. And then in some situations, and we're talking some situations where ish is crazy, like there was, when I lived in Florida, there was a situation where a cop violated this female's civil rights, a male cop, beat her up and everything, an older lady, and got forced to resign. And you know what he did? He went like one county over and got another job in law enforcement. And that's why things with the police really truly are never going to get better, because it's so hard for them to get in trouble. It happens so rare. When it does happen, it only happens because they had no other choice but to get them in trouble. All their attempts at covering it up or dealing with it another way failed, and then it happened. But majority of the other time it's covered up. People are resigning, quitting, going somewhere else. And you know, when you've already proven you don't deserve to be a cop, and then go become a cop somewhere else, it's BS. It makes no sense. And that's why things will never change until police are held accountable the same way everyday citizens are, you know, like you or me. And in all reality, they should be held accountable even to a higher extent, because they possess so much power over society, over other people. And power corrupts people. Power gets people on a weird mind trip and stuff like that. It really brings the evil and sickness out of individuals out there. But instead of making sure they're playing by the rules, by the book, more than other people, they're given chances, and their wrongdoings are always covered up. And if that's how things are going to be, cops, again, like I said, there is good cops out there that make a difference, that help people, that try to do good work. And, you know, there's cops that break the rules for their own gain or take out their own frustrations out on people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like any other portion of the population. You got good, bad, and everything in between. But until they truly fear this, that something's going to happen, you know, and when someone does get in trouble, it's not a slap on the wrist. That's it. They can't be a cop no more. It'll never change. You feel me? Think about that. That's like people want to look at criminals and people that go to prison and stuff like that. Think about if someone who's a career crook constantly, you know, is given chance after chance with slaps on the wrist, which sometimes some people luck out and do get more chances before they get sent to prison than the average person, right? But these are individuals that know the lifestyle that they're living could and likely will send them to prison, and they still break the law and stuff like that. Right now, flip it the other way and think of a cop who has all this power, is being paid with good benefits and everything like that, retirement package, everything, and they pretty much know, oh, every time I get in trouble, within reason, as long as I cover my ass, they got my back. Why would they change? You know, and why will they change? And this is just BS. We see it over and over again. Like you think R.I.P. George Floyd, after we saw what happened to George Floyd, him being killed, yes, the officers were held accountable and sent to prison. But why didn't that spark real change on a major level? Like, don't get me wrong, that opened a lot of people in society's eyes to the reality of what's going on with police and corruption and abuse of power. But Chauvin and them scumbags were sent to prison, and on a massive level, more people have been killed by police. And then we get into talking about racism and other things like that, and you know, that's a whole nother discussion. We're just looking at it from the aspect right now of you know, police abusing their power on a, you know, level like that in many ways. And this is why the ones that do it can and will continue to, and know they can, and don't even fear doing it, right? This guy caught on camera, again, violent liar, and they say, hey, you're a good guy, we want you to work with the youth at a school. It's just absolutely crazy. But jump in the comments. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.